everybody, welcome to another episode of Tap In with TT. My special guest today, Iman Shumpert. He is here. Welcome to Tap In with TT.
Oh man, thank y'all for having me, man.
How you feeling?
I'm good. We here. We finally got the wellness stuff going. We got to get TSA approved into all the stores that we wanted to get into to start. We started with an exclusive launch at Torches.
Yeah.
And now we're just taking orders from vendors and spreading it around the city.
So you just recently launched, you want to expand the cannabis, what you're doing in the cannabis space.
For sure. We want to touch on all wellness.
So you want to spread wellness in the community.
Yeah. Not even just the community. Me coming from the sports world, I think a lot of times it's often put off, like some of the pain we endure throughout a season. Even in the off season, I was a guy that used to have to get a lot of surgeries for nagging injuries. And when you do get those surgeries, the first thing they do is hand you opioids or painkillers. And it's like, rock out until the swelling goes down or whatever, so to speak, or anytime you feel pain, use those. And, with a guy like me that goes through that so often, you start to see the effects of it as far as, the dry mouth, the just dried out period, your eyes, the dark spots around your eyes.
From the opioid.
Yeah, period. But it's like you do have to take it for the pain.
Yeah.
But it's like you initially want to do that for maybe a week or 2 weeks, and then you want to try and find other ways to not have to depend on those things for pain and to try and get yourself better. So
yeah, I understand exactly what you're talking about. Like, I'm a basketball mom. Like,
oh, word. So
yes,
you get it.
I get it. My son's been playing ball.
Ice cups, ice packs.
Yeah, he's been playing since he was, I would say, 3 or 4 years old, Little League. Now he's a freshman in high school. And so we're going through the pains of the Achilles growing, the knee pain, the swelling in the knees. Yeah, so I actually went and recently took him to an orthopedic doctor, and they say like he has basketball feet. From when you guys are pounding on the floor so much, the arch of your foot starts it lays down, and so it's bad on your knees, your Achilles, and stuff like that.
They get plantar fasciitis.
Yes, so
I had to deal with all of it, but it comes from a lot of times being. Did they tell him to start wearing those
insoles?
Not even the insoles. I think the insoles weaken your feet. I think that especially for somebody like that, it's better for them to get those shoes that your toes go in.
Okay.
And then they feel the floor again and start doing more natural things to however they walk. A lot of times it's easier for someone to begin to like change their form of how they run and stuff, and you'll do it because people are telling you like, yeah, that's, you'll run faster. Yeah. But is that more natural for your body? Like, you could be overcompensating and injure yourself just because you're not doing something that's natural to you. Everybody's different. So I think when you put those shoes on, it forces your foot to grip the floor and feel the floor again. Like, sometimes just that grounding treatment is enough to get you to fix whatever's going on with like them aches and pains in your knees and your ankles. I found success in it.
Well, I'm glad you're sharing that with me because they did custom insoles, and that was like $400 for a leg.
Now listen, if it works for him.
He hasn't tried it yet.
If it works for him, cool. If he ever feels like he feels pain or something like that, I think it's better if he just literally walk around barefoot for a little bit. Like, sometimes just go, I don't know how long, but as long as you don't have to wear shoes, don't. And then if you do have to wear shoes, sometimes wear those to walk and do that, because I don't know, it's something about what your body, your body just naturally will fix itself.
Yeah, and it's a healing energy. Yeah. People don't understand, like, grounding is like a form of meditation. It's a form of healing energy. It recenters the body. It puts back the energy that you release from the body. It kind of recenters. So I'm all about like that type of healing and that type of therapy for the body. And for so long, the NBA and the league and stuff like that have been kind of anti-cannabis, right? Yeah. You see now people are getting more open to using, something other than, injection shots and taking those type of medications, those opioids that really mess with your mental when you're doing for a long period of time.
Because I think the NBA has started, because Adam Silver has done an incredible job with just trying to be open and listen to the players, because, you know, though they're, you know, put in position to make sure the business part runs, they know it's a players league. Like, people are, that's what we care about. How do the players play? Who can we get behind? What teams are collected together? So I think they do an incredible job of listening to us. And when they listen to us and guys are saying they want the alternatives, and people are now, you got Al Harrington who stepped into this early with Viola, and he did it because he found it for medicine. The cannabis plant was a medicine for his grandmother, and his grandmother was, you know, having vomiting, all these different things that was going on, and nothing was helping her, and that helped her tremendously. So he dove into the medication side of it. And with me, mine is all for relaxation, because in my story, it's just I had to do surgery more than I, you know, allowed everybody to know about it.
Yeah.
Broken fingers from slapping down,
Yeah.
wrists from hitting the rim. I should have got 2 more surgeries that I just decided to just rehab it on my own and get back right and get out there, or else I would miss time.
And these are things that, like, happen throughout your, you know, injuries throughout your entire time from childhood. Like my son playing on a broken foot, you know, trying out for basketball on a broken foot. Not wanting to miss time. And like, these are injuries that you guys go through from a very young age. And, you know, as you get more physical, more stronger, you play against more aggressive players, your body is stretched and continues to be stretched. And I think, like, to have an open mind about cannabis is a beautiful thing. I will admit I'm one of those parents who kind of was like, oh my God, if I catch my son smoking, or like, you know, I'm kind of on the fence, but as I'm learning more because of his passion and his desires, I'm educating myself. So what would you say for someone like me who's still kind of like, I just think, okay, is it going to make him lazy? Is it like, is he still going to have the tenacity and the focus?
Well, there's the flower portion of the because I think that's what everybody thinks of, right? You think cannabis, and then you think of a bunch of kids in hoodies trying to hide from cops, and it's like this negative condensation interpretation of it. And you just, when you step back and think about the creams that they have now, there's a cream that you're supposed to put on, you apply it like it's just lotion, but you're applying it to your joints. And you're doing this every night, so that it's something that works over time. You know what I'm saying? You have to give it its time to work, but you're doing it at night, so you go to sleep, you're in rest and recovery. A lot of times when people deal with the flower, the best way to have the flower is to also train your mind to shut off. Loading up on being able to watch hours and hours of film, and then say, I want to shut my mind off to get my maximum rest so that my body can do what it needs to do. I can get my mind the way it needs to think. I'll be fresh in the morning, and I won't feel that lag from alcohol. I wasn't a guy that, when playing, I wasn't thrilled to do alcohol the night before or 2 nights before, because I felt the wall that my body would hit. I would feel it, whether that's in a hotel one night in Oklahoma City, or I feel it when I'm on the flight back home and we done landed and everybody like get off the plane and I'm just still just exhausted. You know what I mean? These things happen, and you start to find, you know, other solutions, and you find what works for you. Some guys drink wine, some guys tone it down in their ways. I just have found that cannabis has worked for me, especially when we start talking about that cream form. Pain relief within the cream form worked for me tremendously, because it was hips, knees, and ankles for me. A lot of times it's, you know, joint from, like you see, my fingers are a little crooked. I'm trying to get them straightened out, y'all. I might have to get a surgery to straighten them out. But having that to deal with that stiffness and that feeling, it was like a lot of times to shoot the ball, I might have to pop 4 Advils to not feel the whatever pain that I'm feeling, and just wait on my adrenaline to kick in. And it shouldn't be that way. There should be other things that we could do that aren't gonna have us hooked, where I feel like I gotta find a prescription bottle or I can't play tonight. You know what I mean? So I wouldn't, if you're asking me to be a mom or a dad in that situation, I think when they start exploring those options, really leave them open to understand that not everything is just about smoking as it comes to cannabis. Cannabis is a medicine. We're talking about being grounded, being toward the earth. Like cannabis is something that comes from the earth. Like we can do right by it. You definitely can abuse it, but you can abuse anything. Alcohol has been legal for the longest, and it's done so much harm. And we still all celebrate with a nice glass of it.
Right. And so, people still use it. Same thing with cigarettes. Think how harmful cigarettes is for the body.
Exactly. I think that it's just time to open our minds to it and understand that, you know, of course we want to do it responsibly. You want to do everything the right way. All of our products are tested.
Where can people buy the products?
We're right now in Torches NYC. They're the first carry. We're going to be having a launch event April 11th, right? April 11th at Torches, right there on 42nd. Really nice, really nice, nice store. They got a couple levels to it. It's really going to be dope. I think they have I don't know how many other different brands they have in there, but I think they're gonna give us the exclusive for that day. And
what's the name of your brand? Like, can I go in and say I want to go and get the Iman brand?
No, don't even. You know what I'm saying? It's not even so much about me. It's TSA approved, and that's to touch on just my journey of when it started, as far as me saying I want to have something that's legal, because I was ignorant to what a charge would be when I was just flying with cannabis.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And I didn't know what I did. I was just unaware of the law. And I got myself into something, and I'm like, as I'm sitting there, I'm like, how do I'm always trying to turn a negative into a positive, or turn a negative into a learning situation for myself. So as I was sitting there, I was trying to figure it out, and all the research we did and everything that took place in the last couple of years since that happened, it all led to us saying, man, we could put out a legal strand, we could put out different products, different wellness stuff. We started talking to different people, and people want to collab. We want to do a wellness center. Like, it's turned into a big thing, and I'm like, wow, you would think that something like that would stop you or have you shell-shocked, but it felt good to make something dope. So I call it TSA approved, as in like, we made sure to take all the legal precautions for you.
Yeah, to go through TSA or anything.
Oh, no. You can't do that yet.
I know. It's not that legal yet.
It ain't that legal. But it's to be reminiscent of that, but to touch on it, and to let you know that I sort of learned my lesson, so to speak.
Yeah, and you've taken something that was once a negative and turned it into a positive, and now you have the experience, you have the knowledge, you've actually been a high-level performing athlete, so you understand that toll it takes on the body. Can we talk?
And it make me happy when I talk to the TSA people. Like, I love the TSA people again. Man. For a little bit, I was kind of angry with y'all, but now, cool.
You back at it again. Cool. Can we talk basketball a little bit? What's your bracket looking like?
Oh, you know what? I'm not a March Madness type of guy.
What?
Like, unless Georgia Tech is in there #1, and I ain't gonna lie, especially the new portal stuff.
Oh, okay, we gotta talk about the portal.
It's too much.
It's crazy.
Too much.
Okay,
I don't think college should be like that. Like, the NBA's already doing that. Like, why we gotta do that in every level now?
It's
weird.
So crazy. Okay, so
high school, college, everybody just leaving school. I'm just like.
And that's why in my opinion, that's why I feel like there's no Cinderella story. How can it be a Cinderella story when everybody's stacked up? You know what I mean? With the portal and stuff like that. And why is the portal open during the Final Four? Like, why is it open right now?
I just don't understand it. Like, seeing that thing that happened with Indiana where they're not going to have any returning players, I was like, what? How that can happen? Wait, we can do that?
Yeah.
Like, they don't have a team right now.
So do you feel as though they will make changes as they figure this thing out? Or do you think, like I feel like it should be limitations on how many times you could put yourself in the portal?
I think the portal and the new stuff that's happening with just the global game, period. I'm so happy that I don't have to sit in the driver's seat. I don't have to sit in the room with the conversations.
Yeah.
I wouldn't be able to fathom them wanting to change a game that's done so well with the structure it had. So when they start restructuring things, I just think it bursts new it's new variables that just come that I just don't like. Like, I don't like that a kid I don't like that the respect of a college coach is now just slipping away.
Yeah, because it's like, it's all about the players, right?
Yeah,
it's all about the ranking.
If you get into it with a coach now, y'all have a disagreement. Instead of the player learning that even when you get to the NBA, dog, like you might get into it with your coach. Y'all should be able to express yourself, come together, and still win. Like, we have to do that in the workplace everywhere. You know what I'm saying? You got coworkers that you might headbutt with, and then it's like, but we still got to have this in by Friday.
Yeah.
We got to get this done.
We got to work through the problems because
Exactly.
it's always going to be problems on the court at any level.
And I think it's hindering us. I mean, it's crippling the college kids before they get to the NBA.
And it's a lot more pressure too, right?
Because it's like now it's like when you do transfer, y'all better win then because you just did all this. You lost a year of eligibility, or sometimes they get the year back, don't it, through the portal?
Yeah.
Or they can start right away.
So I think the way it works is that they can start like right away.
Yeah,
right.
You would know quicker better than me because your son did it right now.
But he's not the portal. He's not the portal age yet. He's just a freshman. So.
But I'm saying this is when they start learning all.
Yeah,
this
they
stuff.
learn. They learn
They
all of this.
Fascinated with it.
But so I went to the Final Four game at Prudential Center with Duke playing Alabama, and I got a chance to watch Cooper Flagg play live. I mean, I was really impressed. Like, for him to be the age that he is and everything that the commentators say he is, to see him live was pretty impressive. Do you feel as though, like, because I know there's been talk like he should go to the league next year or spend another year at Duke because he is a freshman. What's your thoughts on, like, jumping to the league so quickly? Do you think folks should, like, wait it out, or? Certain
people should make different decisions. Cooper Flagg has no business going back to school. There's nothing you can learn there. You can either win, if you're going back there to win a championship, okay, if that's what you have to write down in your journal, but you need to get to the league and hit the learning curve now before you develop college habits.
What's college habits?
It's a different game. College and pro it's a different game, a different strategy, it's a different pace. There's a lot of high school habits I feel like translate better to the NBA than college habits.
Like what? That's interesting. That's an interesting point.
As a point guard, I came out as a point guard. I know once I got to the NBA, I was able to play different positions and guard different positions, but I originally came in at point guard. And coming out of high school, I could dribble a ball all day. Like, once I got to college, they didn't want to see, because you remember high school, we didn't have a shot clock.
Right. Now they have a shot clock.
So I could dribble, keep away from you, but I had the mental to say, I'm not dribbling too much, I'm dribbling the clock out, and I could dribble all day, and y'all never gonna take the ball from me, because I do this all day.
Yeah.
When you get to college, they be like, listen, we gonna swing the ball to you, 1-2 dribbles, mush dribble, get to your spot. We don't wanna watch you dribble no more.
Yeah.
You got other guys, you gotta get them involved, pass. We want 1-2 pass, popcorn passes, hook pass, get it to the corner, make the defense shift. Like, they trying to get you to understand the X's and O's. And I created a habit where I got to the NBA and they like, keep your dribble live, and I keep picking my dribble up, and they like, why you keep picking your dribble up? I'm like, cuz I've been dribbling too long, 5 dribbles. I'm like, let me get off it, go set a screen or something. They like, that's cool, but sometimes as a point, we need you to exhaust your dribble, take it all the way around, probe a little bit, come back here, and then throw the alley-oop. And it's like, damn, I didn't know that, but it's like now I'm going back to something I naturally did in high school. You know what I'm saying? So when they do come out, if their game can translate, and he's one of them guys that got the height and the length to play, whether he's strong, ready or not, he can get out there and mix it up at a couple different positions, guard a couple different positions. It's like you could score it either way. You need to go ahead and go there, learn, put that 20 pounds on.
Yeah, put that weight on.
Yeah, you need to go eat with your teammates. You be good now, man. You get paid. Go eat with your teammates, man. Put that little 20 on. And then you're going to be ready to go. Like, you remember when people forget when Giannis came in? How he looked like a deer?
Giannis was so little when he first came in. Remember they used to swing him around like
I remember dunking on Giannis after a bad jump. Like I barely had the ball, but I dunked it literally because his body hadn't adjusted yet, and I knew it. So to see his transition and how his body
even Wemby, remember when he first came in, he was like a little tree.
And then they start getting that pro sharpness and that body grow in. Yeah, it's that's what Cooper needs to get to ASAP. But he's very coordinated, very
coordinated. I love the way he plays on both ends of the ball.
It's a 7-footer I just watched. It's like a 7'2" black kid. I can't think of what school he was at. I just watched some highlights online. Yeah. It's like the closest thing I've seen to KD. But they're starting to produce that now.
What about Caleb Love? Have you been paying attention to him?
I haven't watched them. I gotta really watch guys if I'm gonna watch them. I need to dive in, but no, I haven't gotten to dive in.
I went to the
I don't let you get away with a quick highlight on my Instagram.
Yeah, no, because that's very deceiving. And I be trying to tell my son this is like, yo, like you guys gotta get back to watching people's full game because y'all watch these highlights and y'all be thinking like they're just the shit and they're booty. And you get to them.
Hearing the mom saying somebody is booty is crazy.
I'm just like, they trash. And then when you get in your head and you get so I
tell kids all the time, they used to be like, I love how you play defense and I'm like, gee, I never liked playing defense. I hate it. But I like to break your spirit in the game. It's a chess move for me to say I was a fan. It's like love and hate, right? Mm-hmm. They say to hate somebody, you got to have loved them. Yeah. To truly hate them, you got to love them because it's the same emotion. It's just opposite sides. So with me, to truly go to war at you, I got to fall in love with how you play basketball. Yeah. I used to watch whoever I'm playing, I would watch them for hours. Yeah. The night before, hours. I'll be out and about. We'd be at dinner. And I'll set my phone up.
Just to watch them. Who was your favorite to break down? Because you played against some
The toughest one was I remember the Paul Pierce breakdown was I felt like an actor getting ready for a movie. Yeah. I'm like, y'all just gotta just shut up talking to me for just a little. I'm not losing to him this year. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? He not sending me home. I can't lose to him. And then Kevin Durant.
Oh, Kevin Durant is nasty,
Kevin Durant's another one that I was watching film and I'm like, because I knew I had the assignment. And I usually got my I know exactly what I'm finna do with him. And I'm really going out there. I done watched all this tape and I'm like, hey, G, it ain't really much I could do. If he turn around and just shoot, he can't see me. Yeah. He's 7 feet and he shoot it from uphill. Yeah. It's not, I don't know. If he shot from a different place, most big setup. Yeah. And they sort of got to focus, he just pull up like a little guard. So I'm just at 7 feet, I didn't know what to do with him. And then Kobe was always a nightmare because
Kobe's just a different animal.
Yeah, he's just a nightmare.
Yo, I love that meme where they have with Kevin Durant. They like, yo, bro is ball for life. No girl, no hairline, no dick. He's a definition of ball for life. Mm-hmm. It's funny because he loves the game that much. And when I saw that Netflix documentary of them winning the gold medal this year, it really touched my heart because it really shows how passionate he is about the game.
People be forgetting this game raised us. Yeah. When your mama was at work, you was at the park hooping. Yeah. All day.
Every day.
You literally could stay outside for long periods of time if there was a light on at the court. Yeah. It made your family feel like, oh, he's safe. He just over there hooping. They doing something constructive. The people you meet along the way from playing basketball, certain people are just fans of basketball, come to your game. He own a car dealership 8 years
and he
later.
giving you $100 like, yo, put me up 20 points. It's $100. I remember when
I don't know about that. No, they shouldn't be doing that.
No, I know, but I'm saying
don't do that.
No, but listen, my nephews used to play football, and the boys in the hood would be like, little bro, little homie, put up.
Oh yeah, okay, there we go.
Not like gambling, but not gambling. No, I wouldn't be.
No, the homies in the hood,
for sure. Would be like, little homie,
stay out of trouble.
Stay out of trouble. Here's $20. $100, here's $100. Go buy yourself new cleats. Go buy yourself new this.
Sure
like, I'm coming to your game. I'm watching you.
And that's what I mean. Like, you
yeah.
literally get that because it's like you don't realize it, but them same dudes that you might be scared of down the block when you a little kid, it's like they went to the same high school as you.
Yeah.
And when they see you doing well, like you really doing your shit, they pay it back. You know what I'm saying? They pay it forward. They show you love, and you start realizing how small the world is.
And how much your community really gets behind you.
Real tough.
Yeah.
I love that part though. That's like to see KD get choked up about that. I'm like, that was dope because it's like not a lot of people even get asked a good enough question to go that route of expressing that, but he meant that shit. Like, and it's good to see because I know that's a lot of players know that feeling of like, dog, we ain't supposed to be straight right now, but it's like we straight from a game.
Yeah, from a game, but it's the biggest platform you can reach the highest level of your competitiveness, right? Is that league. And when you watch that documentary, you see how around the world, like, the FIFA games and like how everybody chases that dream and to be in that position is amazing based on hard work and dedication. I was at the All-American McDonald's game the other day. And I was watching the Bozer twins, right? And I was just like, wow, these kids is really, really dope. And to see like them being at the lake watching their dad play, little kids to like big grown-ass men dunking, you know?
Yeah, it's nice. Shit, Bron in there playing with his son.
Like, how do you feel about that?
I love shit. If I could put my son on the team, I'd put my son on the team out of high school. No, I got two girls.
Oh man.
Shit, my little girl better not be. I'll be like, yep, she coming to the league too.
Do they want to play ball or they want to?
Junie do. Junie naturally can do stuff that she don't know why she could do it. So I think
she's so gifted.
That's
like
what's
singing,
intriguing.
Yeah,
it's like you come with the apples don't fall far from the tree. Like, you're going to be able to do certain stuff. It's just what are you going to groom to be great at? You know what I'm saying? Like, what are you going to really put forth the effort and the time to make excel? Like, you might be able to dabble in a little bit of everything.
Yeah.
But it's like you're going to pick something that you just want to do over everything. And I think I'm just waiting on that before I start giving that extra push. Like, I don't like feeling like it's my dream on somebody else. I just don't think that's cool.
Yeah.
My dad never did it to me, so I don't want nobody.
But if you had a son, though.
If my son, he's going to have to pick. You got to pick your destiny early, kid. You got the basketball here, football, baseball. I'm going to line these, whatever you crawl to, bro. Like, we going hard.
That's why I don't understand why people give LeBron such a hard time for Bronny.
Because they ain't in the NBA and they can't put their son there. That's why you mad. It's the same reason we was mad at Kobe for doing this. Why? Because Kobe got to shoot the shot at the buzzer, make the shot. His whole team ran over there, and he did exactly what Mike did. We all wanted to do that. Yeah. We did it in our backyard. Yeah. It's just Kobe did it on the court, and it counted. So now it was something for me to hate on. I was hating. But I realized why I was hating, because I wanted to do it. Yeah. People mad. The same way we get mad when that random son that, you know, whoever this guy runs at the bank, and now he just put his son there and everybody complaining in the paper, he doesn't know what he's doing, he's irresponsible. It don't matter. That's my son. And he's running things.
How do you, like Carmelo Anthony spoke out about his son not getting the All-American, even though he's number one ranked in New York. Politics, right? Don't worry. We'll get to that chip on the shoulder. Kiyan good. He ain't going to worry about that. Yeah. He'll kill him, man. Go out there and kill something, Freddie. You know what time it is. You know what time it is. People gonna play with you here and there, though. But you know he just got nominated, Carmelo, for the Basketball Hall of Fame. That just came out. Melo was that was destiny. Yeah. But they did. They chubbed Kiyan. He was supposed to be in there, and it sucks because he can't get a do-over on that. And you know what I mean? But that's all gonna be part of his story. That's gonna be good for him. You know what I'm saying? Even with like Bron's son, people can go and get their whole conversation in, but dude love basketball for real. We used to be in the gym training for our game against whoever, Atlanta, Philly, whatever we doing. And after practice, Bron had Bronny and Bryce over there. They be working on their stuff. Yeah.
They ain't got school today. They working on their stuff. They want to be in the gym. So it's like seeing him play, I've never been worried about his game. He know how to play the right way. It's just y'all want him to be 6'8", his daddy, and he not.
And he's never going to be
He's
that.
not trying to be.
Yeah.
He play a totally different game. He actually would play really good next to his dad. Like, he plays a different game. It's just, I don't understand why people want him to, like, grow and now become his dad. Like, it's weird. But there's no way y'all thought he was going to have a hand in being able to get his son in there, and it wasn't going to happen.
Yeah, I didn't see a problem with it, honestly.
Yeah, the only person got a problem with it is Stephen A. And now they troll each other back and forth. I think it's hilarious.
It's entertaining, right? Do you talk about it a lot on your podcast? Because I know you have a podcast.
Yeah, right? I just haven't filmed in. I haven't filmed in a little bit. So me and my brother are getting ready to. We just been dadding right now. I had TSA approved going, and right now we just dadding.
Let me come on your podcast and talk some basketball with you.
I
would enjoy it. I could talk basketball all day with you. Yeah. Did you ever want to be a coach though? Like you ever want to go to high school?
Not really. But I got a basketball zone. So
do you have an AAU league?
I used to have an AAU team, but a couple of the guys that were helping run it had switched their gears to go into other commitments, and without those guys running it, I didn't want to keep going. I'm not the type of person that would leave kids that I cared about with. Yeah. Like, it was like, I could bring this guy, bring that guy, but I'm not, like, overseeing it for real. Like, those guys I had played high school ball with, they were thorough. We tried to do that, but we just couldn't find guys to transition it over. So a lot of the guys from our AAU program, we just found new programs for them, and we still check on them and make sure they're good, but until I'm able to be more hands-on with them, I don't like putting my name on something and I'm not helping the kids.
No, and it's tough too, because I'm the head. I do a lot of fundraising for my son's team, and it's a tough, competitive environment. Yeah. Like, how do you feel about just AAU overall? Do you think it's conducive for the kid?
Save my ass.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, I wasn't ranked at all. I went on the AAU circuit my junior year. Well, I was playing since my 7th, 8th grade. Well, it was more travel ball. So freshman year is when I started my real AAU teams. Junior year was the first time I got ranked. I went from unranked to 15th in the country. Wow. So I'd say the eyes and the competition that AAU provides, like, it just helps you to be seen. You may not be known somewhere at all, and then you go to a tournament, an AAU tournament, and the number 4 player from California is there. And it's like, if you dust him off, what are you?
Right, exactly.
I give him 50 and he number 4, and I gave him 50. I must be number 3.
But how do you know which ones to pick, right? Because you got the Adidas, you got the Under Armour, you got the Nike. It's like so much that these parents are consumed with now.
Go with your mom, go with your dad. Yeah. Go with your gut feeling. Like, it's wherever you really feel at peace, man. Like, wherever you're going to be able to play basketball and feel like I could blank out all the distractions of life and let my drill work become what it is out there. I think go everything natural. I don't know if it's because we doing my TSA approved, but I'm very with the natural movements. You know what I'm saying? Like, you got to have
natural flow.
Yeah.
Yes.
You can't do something, especially not, if this is my advice for all young athletes, don't you ever do something that somebody else told you to do, because the worst excuse as a man is to say, well, he made me do it. Like, part of being a man is your discernment to say, I ain't doing that. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? Like, I need to go here because I got to be there. You're going to be there. You're going to be doing the tests. You're going to be going to lecture halls. You're going to be going to study hall. You got to lay on the trading table. So it's like, make a decision for you. Like, no matter who it upsets, whatever, you have to make it for you, and you got to be able to block everything out when you go there to play. You know what I'm saying? So.
Yeah, I love the natural alignment thing.
Yeah, I stay with that. It's because you go away from it, and I know the pressure that comes with it.
Yeah.
Like, you will go to the next levels and start doing things that are unnatural.
Yeah.
Just because you feel like I'm here now, so I should.
Yeah. How do you give advice, and I know, you know, we winding down on time, and I'm almost finished my questions, but I was really excited for this interview today, because there's like so much I could talk to you about. You're so wide, you know, versed in a lot of different topics. But what would you say to this generation of kids who now face a lot of different things than still some of the same things you face, but now it's so enhanced with social media.
Yeah.
Like the camera is always on these kids, or they feel like if they're not moving in social media, if they're not popular, then they don't have a chance, and it becomes a popularity game. What do you say to these kids who struggle with that? And there are some kids who are ballers that don't like to be on social media.
Yeah. It's a twofold. It's like people will tell you what they like, because that's the cool thing about social media, right? I mean, don't get me wrong, you could do a phony version of it where you just paying for likes and followers and all that, right? But the cool thing about social is you could post something and the people decide. You know, of course the algorithm decides if it gets broadcasted everywhere. But if people know where you do something and you consistently do it, people naturally will either support it or choose not to support it. But you have to keep doing it over and over for people to say they do that. You know what I mean? And it works that way in life, period. You have to have a body of work. The reason you could be an artist is because you've done 10 paintings and now you have a collection to show. You know what I mean? If you're an athlete, you post your workout videos and then you post your game videos. And once you have 5 games up there and 50 workout videos, people are like, he's working his ass off to play in the game. It's respected, you know what I'm saying? And people start seeing you as a basketball player. So part of that is creating a persona for yourself. And I think that everybody should do that, because who's to say you're not supposed to have your own billboard? I always think of social media as billboards. Like, you put your billboard up there and then we decide if we like it or not. The comments just is like extra now, I guess. If I was the athletes, the younger athletes, I would just start thinking of comments as a couple of cents a comment, to where now you don't care what they saying. It's just like, let it monetize. So whatever they saying, it's a barbershop conversation. You're not supposed to hear it.
Yeah.
You don't know these people. They just discussing it because it's up there. But you put it on your billboard. You know what I mean? And when you start understanding that, I think it even helps your mind to stay in that school form where you're just thinking of business and marketing. And you're thinking of yourself as a business rather than a player. The popularity contest part that happens is, I think, when you start doing stuff like you see a certain person's video, so you want to do it and everything, it's like, if it's not going with what's natural, if it's not naturally aligned for you, it's no point to it. Like, that's my only negative conversation on social media, when you start doing stuff that you don't do. Yeah.
Now, you had your fair share of social media recently, and if you can't talk about it, I understand. But are you working through your issues? You know, obviously the divorce was a big thing, everything like that. Are you guys moving into a good space? Because I know there's a lot of legal ramifications, and you probably can't talk about it. And if you can't,
I mean, the legal ramifications is just, you know, we can't discuss what's disclosed in the paperwork, which, no, I can't disclose that. But as far as social media, again, this is where, like I was saying before, that's just barbershop conversation. Like, we've been divorced a year now. We got joint custody of the kids, so I gotta see the kids when I gotta see the kids. She gotta see the kids when she gotta see the kids. But it's cool. Like, there's nothing wrong with that. But I mean, for social, like, whatever people gotta do with they end of it, like, I don't gotta run y'all platforms. So it's like, whatever people do, I'm really good at not caring. It's like a superpower I got.
You don't feed into.
I've never done it. Like, I just don't. It's like, when I do something for the day, like, I'm doing that, and I control what I can control. That's what I do. Like, I can't do nothing but, you know, see my babies and do my job. Like, everything else just falls into place. You know what I'm saying? And it's been like that my whole life. So it's like, I can't let that change now when finally, not something negative. Like, we had great years. You know what I'm saying? Like, great years together. So it's like I can't let this now cause it to be like now I'm throwing just negative stuff in my mind. It's like, no, something happened. They discussing it, but that happened a year ago. If y'all still discussing it, discuss it. But you know what I mean?
I think the reason why people
like
are
that.
so invested in your relationship or your past relationship is because like it was so public and it was very beautiful. And we got to see it with the reality show and the different things that you guys put out there. So it's like people have become so invested in the aftermath of like the who's, what's, wins, and whys. And does that ever like trigger you? And
not really. I mean, some of the filings after, like, it's hurtful to see because it's just like, like, but other than that, it's like people discussing it. It's like people was discussing the good stuff all the time.
Yeah.
But that's kind of what we put it out there. So it's like they got to discuss the good stuff, so I can't really tell them, don't discuss the bad. Like, I got to let it go. You know what I mean? Like, I got to let that rock. But it don't really alter my day or nothing. I don't think I got mad not once until somebody from Chicago did it. Like, I think that's where I'm biased. Like, Chicago ain't allowed to do that. Like, y'all just be cool. Like, shut y'all ass up.
Because that's your hometown, right?
Yeah, we don't do that. Like, I wasn't raised like that. I don't know, none of y'all was raised like that. Like, we not doing that. But everybody else, like, they media outlets and everything, like, this is their livelihood. They post about what's going on in the world. They was posting us when it was good. Now they posting this, whatever. Some stuff is just whatever information, but it's like, I can't go out here and explain it to everybody. You know what I'm saying? I can go out here on this media run. If people ask and touch on it, cool, but
that must be exhausting for you, right? Like,
no, it's not.
It's not? Oh.
Look, this is the thing, right? We talking, right? This the phone. Like, I gotta go on here, open it, go to the app, find something. Like, I have to do that in order to feel it.
Yeah.
I be doing stuff. Like, I'm talking to you.
Yeah.
So it'd be like, I don't feel it like people feel it. And it could be from basketball, because it's like, we'll have a game, and Stephen A. Smith could have said something. They talking about it all day. But it's like, bro, I still gotta eat. I gotta film. I gotta take a nap. I gotta go to the training room. I gotta do a lot of stuff. It's not that hard to take my phone, put it up for 2-3 hours. And
just detach yourself from it.
Yeah, but I mean, after a while, you're not even detaching yourself. You just don't do it.
Yeah.
Like, you don't be controlled by that. Like, I get on, I post my stuff, I get off. People like it, cool. If they don't like it, cool. It's a billboard. Yeah. You driving past my billboard right quick. You liked it? Oh.
Would you want to get married again?
That one's tough. I don't know about that. Right now, I'm just, you feel me? Like, I think
Would you want to fall in love again?
I think I didn't realize how young I fell in love. And now I need to just, like, I need to chill with me for a little bit. Like, I need to get me right. I got 2 kids now. Like, you know what I'm saying? I just need to, let me do some push-ups, sit-ups.
Get back in the gym.
Let me get back in the gym, you know what I mean? Fix my jumper, you know what I'm saying? Make sure I could dunk still. Like, but I seriously think it's just not something that I'm, like, searching for anymore. I think a part of me wanted to be my dad. Like, you know what I mean? Like, it made everything, the marriage stuff made sense because I felt equal to my dad. Like, okay, we're equal now.
And your dad was your role model?
Always gonna be my role model. But it's like, you know, you follow in the steps, like, you know what I mean? And it was like, I never saw the steps getting ruined. Yeah. So it's like, once the steps kind of fell apart, it's like, damn. So I can't be my dad technically no more. I can't do it for that. So it's like, I'll have to find it in myself now. Yeah. On some other shit. Not to say I didn't do it myself, like.
But natural. That
everything natural.
Thing.
I mean, but that wasn't unnatural.
Yes.
What I did when I was young. It's just I didn't realize how young I was.
You were pretty young and pretty successful.
Yeah, we were just making young decisions. Like, you know, that's what it'll do to you, though. Yeah. Like, love will do that to you. Like, you'll make young shit. It's not like we was making a young mistake. I still don't see the shit as a mistake. Like, You
No,
know what I
because
mean?
y'all, I mean, listen, regardless of
Like,
what the internet says, y'all
I
were
could give
beautiful.
a damn about them. It
Yeah,
just
and
be
y'all
like,
have beautiful children.
yeah,
And
our beef is gonna be our beef, but it's like y'all don't even know the beef.
yeah,
You know what I'm saying? And they ain't gonna know the beef. So it's like, I don't worry about that too much.
Yeah.
Like, I don't really worry about that. I don't worry about threats, comments, nothing. It'd be like if I come around with the threats there and I gotta deal with a threat, I gotta deal with a threat. But it's like, it ain't working on Instagram if that's,
yeah.
you know what I'm saying? It ain't working on that.
Yeah.
But I don't think negative of it like that, for real. Like, my kids is awesome. You know what I'm saying? She gonna continue to do things on her end. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna continue to do things on my end. The media is gonna continue to spin, but y'all don't usually get comments from me unless I'm coming in here to do something like this. Like, if I'm doing TSA, we going
And I
around.
asked, so
No,
let's
for
be
sure.
fair.
If people touch on it,
Yeah.
it's never nothing to have
Yeah.
a conversation with somebody. I'm saying it's just hard to explain yourself to Instagram comments.
Yeah, it is.
If we can come in and have a thorough conversation, we could chill. The stuff that I could touch on for you. Like,
Yeah.
the drama and the weird shit, I'm not into that, man.
Yeah.
I don't do it.
Yeah. So my last question to you, because I know you have to go.
Mm-hmm.
What's up with the music? I mean, are you putting out an album? Like, what's going on?
Yeah, at some point I am. I just, again, I think being able to sit with me for longer, I started realizing I want to put music out, like I was saying, on a consistent scale. So the first thing I did to myself was in January, I said I'm gonna put out my MC Mondays again, and they're gonna be bi-weekly. I'm gonna just hit you over the head over and over every Monday. You feel like, okay, what he got? Okay, what he got? Okay, what he got? Whether you like it or not, we'll figure that out in the remixes. And then the next 10, it'll be like, okay, now we doing original beats.
Yeah.
Now we dropping it on DSP.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And then if that brews up the way I hope that it does, then, you know, eventually it'll start being like albums. Like,
Was you always in love with rapping? I was just curious because
I rapped since I was a kid.
Yeah. Chicago, coming from Chicago.
I was always rapping. I got spoken word tapes. I got mixtapes I used to sell when I was in high school. I'm on the team, everything. Like, I'm selling CDs, burning CDs for people. I was like the bootleg man, for real.
Yeah.
Like, some of my I made a couple hundred off Kanye for weeks straight.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Lupe Fiasco, weeks straight.
Yeah.
Snowman come out.
Who's your favorite
rapper?
Yeah.
All time is gonna have to be Ye.
Yeah.
I'm gonna have to say all time Ye. I always
The
like,
new Ye or old Ye? Or just Ye in general?
It just be Ye, bro. I ain't even gonna lie, cause it's like, I don't think, like, even though I be feeling like I like this guy now, I like this guy now, I like that guy now, like, I don't know more music from anybody than I do from Kanye. Like, I realize that he is, every time I really think about it, I'm like, damn, I know all the 808s and heartbreaks. I know all the
College Dropout.
you feel me?
All
Late
them
registration,
records, yeah.
everything. Like, no matter what, I know exactly where I was, what I was doing.
Was he your game day turn up blackout? No? Who was your game day turn up blackout?
Game days, that's where I go.
Shaquille O'Neal?
I'm more
Kobe?
I'm more Lil Durk, you know what I'm saying? G Herbo.
Yeah. Yo, come on, admit Shaq was a terrible rapper.
He's not a terrible rapper.
Oh, come on!
Again, Shaq is one of them guys that I can't say he the best. Like, people be like, he
Iman,
the best hooping
come
rapper.
on!
People will be like, he the best hooping rapper we ever had. And I tell people all the time, I don't think that because people be like, he sold 1 million records. And I'm like, he sold it with his brand. I felt like the brand.
Of course!
But that's what makes Shaq a raw businessman. He didn't care to be the greatest rapper. He probably could have put his mind to putting his pen to be there. But instead, he played into his brand. His brand is fun.
What about Damian Lillard?
Shazam, man.
Dame Dollar.
Dame can rap.
You like it?
It ain't about what I like. That's the thing.
I'm trolling you so hard.
Nah,
right
that's
now.
cool though. But I've been telling people for the longest, I'm like, people keep trying to put me and Dame against each other.
Yeah.
And I'm like, bro, if we was gonna do it in a rap league and make money off it, I'll be down to do it. I don't care to
A
do
battle
it.
rap league?
Yeah, if they was gonna do a battle rap league, and now Miles was like, okay, we got checks for y'all to come in and y'all battle.
Remy, Chrome 23, your rap battle.
I'm just saying that's nothing. But it's like that's the only way y'all gonna find out if somebody better than somebody.
Yeah.
Otherwise, it's gonna be opinionated upon our verses. If y'all want us to hop on a song, like let's put a song together that's like on DSP that does well. Then we could say we crossed over. But I'm like, until I could pull up to the light in San Francisco. And Mars got, you know what I'm saying? I feel like it's money left to make. Hey, yeah. Like, if Mars ain't bumping my shit in San Fran on a random Thursday, because they going to the bank right now and they not expecting to see me, then it's like, I ain't really did shit.
Yeah.
Because there's a bunch of people that could probably listen to it and just be like, man, I'll listen to my favorite Knick of all time. It's like, bro, that ain't what this song about. It ain't got nothing to do with the Knicks.
Yeah.
If you come and I had a song about me and Melo hanging out, I get it. But it's like, no, we ain't got that.
Yeah.
We ain't got that.
Well, I know you got to go, but I want to say this has been a really good interview.
I
had a good time chatting with you today. I wish I had more time, but next time we're gonna spend some more time together.
I got you.
So I have some more bracket questions I wanted to ask you, but we can't.
By next time, don't worry. By next time, I hope I got my wellness stuff together. I'm gonna try and see if I got that cream. Make sure I get you a sample. You know what I'm saying? As long as everything.
I want to come to your thing because is the cream gonna be at the launch?
That's what I'm saying. We're trying to get it for the launch. Right now, it'll just be the flour.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? But we're trying to get everything together. We got to push. I don't want to guarantee anything, and it's not there. That's one thing I'm not willing to do. But we are working towards getting those products put in stores for you. But I will try and make sure that when I come back here, I'll get you at least a sample.
Okay.
So that you can see what I'm saying. Maybe use it on yourself or something. If you have any aches or pains before you let.
Oh, I do. I got a right knee pain, a right shoulder pain.
But you'll start seeing a little bit more how my story led me into this. You know what I'm saying? Because I had them knee pains, shoulder pain from dislocations. Like my shoulders pop out like action figures if I stop lifting.
Yeah.
Like, I gotta keep lifting now to keep them in there.
Wow, that's wild. You know what would be great is like you come out with like a journal or like a book or like, you know, some type of like story behind each one in like a booklet form. Because I think
I might need to hire her.
It might help young athletes. I'm just saying, like, for them to have something to like. I think what a lot of these young athletes are missing, and because I work
like a mentor.
Yes, it's like they missing like the real blueprint to like how to get things done, how to protect their body, how to, because it's become such a money grab thing and people just sell on everything, right? And so to have that, I think is really good for kids because they be wanting that, right? So like, and you're someone that has the experience on the highest level for them to learn from and still cool enough from them to want to talk to. Because that's important.
I've thought about it. I got to get back on my job with just doing more public speaking. I used to do a lot of motivational speaking and going around talking to young athletes, especially when I was playing ball. But I also did like plenty of groups that were just young black boys, especially, just because I feel like they don't all the time get to be told. Just taking that, ripping the Band-Aid off, so to speak, for the world. Just being like, I know they probably used to people delivering the messages and sugarcoating and everything. I'm like, look, we ain't doing that shit today. And they like that feeling.
No, because
like,
you're relatable.
Real talk. They like that.
They like that. Right. They like the relatability, and they like the fact that
they like he not lying.
And he's cool.
He's not gonna lie to me.
And the realistic thing is, not all of them gonna make it, but they can use basketball as an outlet to get to any business that they want to do.
It's supposed to take you as long as you can go.
Yeah. So if it's not
take
planned,
you as long as just play ball, dog. As long as you can, the right way. You're gonna be around the right guys for long enough. The right coaches, the right boosters come around, alumni. Like once you get in that circle, it's like somewhere within that web, something positive is gonna happen. As long as you keep putting forth the effort, though. But I seriously want all kids to adopt that within sports, within different groups that they do, find different, because everybody got their own little community. You know what I'm saying? Like I always low key wanted to be a band kid. Nobody really knows that, but I can't.
What instrument?
I wanted to play the saxophone.
Oh, wow. I can see that.
It's like you can't pick up a basketball and a saxophone.
Yeah.
It's just either you're going to be good at the sax or you're going to be good at the ball. Like, but you can't do both because the hours have to match.
The hours are long, very much.
But I definitely wanted to be a saxophone. I don't know if I look like a guy that plays saxophone, but I wanted to be that. I ain't gonna hold y'all. I wanted to be that guy. Like, I was going to be either that or the bass, the stand-up bass.
Yeah.
Like, stand-up bass. I would have,
It's not too late.
I might could learn something.
Yeah, could learn a new skill. Let it flow. Let it flow.
Yeah,
let it flow.
all things natural.
Exactly. Listen.
TSA approved.
This is my special guest, Iman, everybody. Thank you so much for tapping in. I got to get him out of here. He has to go. But thank you so much for stopping by today.
Thank y'all.
Thank you.
Thank you, TT.